Tell us just a little bit about you and your business experience and how you got here.
Well, I made my money the old-fashioned way. I inherited it, and I think that's a great thing to do.
I made my money the old-fashioned way. I inherited it. When most people use that line, they are recounting an old, tired joke. When John Raese, Republican nominee for Senate in West Virginia, says it, he means it. John Raese has repeatedly and proudly cited his inherited wealth, while also proudly proposing that the minimum wage be abolished for everyone. I mean, hey, it never did him any good. John Race's candidacy is turning out to have a little touch of the Crazy Carl phenomenon, little touch of the Palladino. Case in point.
You do not negotiate with people like, I have a hard time pronouncing this, Maddow John. Armadingadingo. Help me. Maddow John. Remember, I'm not a career politician.
See, even after the guy in the audience yells out the correct pronunciation, you keep up the act. Keep it up. This is his act. This is an act. This is not just the Ahmadinejad thing. He does this all the time. Last month, he was talking about the nation's first Latino Supreme Court justice. He pretended not to be able to say not only the name Sotomayor, but also the name Sonia. He instead called her Sarah Manor, Sarah Menorgan, and Sarah Morgan. Then at a September 9th appearance, John Raese described the nation's energy secretary, Stephen Chu, who had just visited West Virginia. He talked about him this way.
J. Rockefeller. And he just brought to Charleston yesterday Dr. Cho, or Dr. Chow, or Dr. Chow Ming. I don't know what his name is. But
Dr. Chow Mein, he called him. Because apparently John Raese is the hateable balding character from Office Space who looked like Dick Cheney.
We're going to be getting rid of these people here. First, Mr. Samir Naga. Not going to work here anymore anyway.
Dr. Chow Mein! Get it? Why people can't say words like chew or Sonia? Get it? It does now seem conceivable that John Raese, Republican Senate candidate from West Virginia, is not only bogarting his comedy stylings from late 90s comedies, that's also where he's getting his policy ideas.
We are sitting with the only technology in the world that works, and it's laser technology. We need 1,000 laser systems put in the sky, and we need it right now. That is paramount importance.
Submitted for your consideration.
You know, I have one simple request, and that is to have sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads. Now, evidently, my cycloptic colleague informs me that that can't be done.
As evidence mounts that John Race's West Virginia Senate candidacy may be a practical joke, or at least an homage to late 90s comedy, it is worth considering the one truly salient difference between John Raese of West Virginia and Crazy Carl Palladino of New York State. Carl Palladino isn't going to win his race in a million years. John Raese, actually, look at that. Within shooting distance, laser beams and all. For his next bit, our staff office pool says it'll be some riff on American Pie. Hopefully not involving actual pie, but this year, who knows?